In this tutorial, we will take a look at two tabular charts that offer interesting functionalities, combining the features of a classic table and a graph in one object. Let's see how they work in practice. Open the Invoices dataset. This dataset contains information about customers, their phone types, services, and the amounts they spent on telecommunications services in various months. Our goal is to prepare a chart that provides information on total sales in the first quarter for each region, the number of customers, and additional information such as confidence intervals, standard error, or standard deviation. From the Predictive Solutions menu, select Graphs, then Table, and choose Error Bars. From the list on the left, move the variables of interest to the field on the right. Set the grouping variable to Supervisor Region, and the analyzed variable to Q1 call value. Below, there is an option to display the median on the chart. The type of statistic presented depends on the settings below. For example, we can change the chart from the default confidence interval level to standard error of the mean or standard deviation. Let's select standard deviation. At the bottom, you can set the confidence interval, which is set to 95% by default, as well as the multiplier value for the standard error and standard deviation. Leave the default values. Now, let's choose the statistics to be displayed in the table. Click the Statistics button. In the first column, besides Count, which is selected by default, choose Sum, and in the second column, set Count and click Next. Then select Properties. In this window, table borders are displayed by default. Additionally, select Title in the chart and set the style to Summer. If everything is set, click OK to return to the main window. Confirm the settings by clicking OK and proceed to the output window. As a result, we obtained a table graph where each row summarizes the regions with information on total sales in the first quarter and the number of customers. Additionally, we see that for the Mazowiecki region, for example, the average bill amount in the first quarter was about 150 PLN, and the standard deviation ranges between 100 and 200 PLN, which is approximately 50 PLN. Furthermore, the rows are gradient colored according to the count. This way, using a single chart, we can present a rich palette of information that is readable and easy to interpret, even for those not involved in data analysis. Now, let's create the second table graph, the box plot. This table will contain a box plot for each category, which in our case are the regions, instead of the mean and standard deviation. Similar to the previous case, from the Predictive Solutions menu, select Graphs, Table and Box Plot. In this dialog window, indicate only the grouping variable and the analyzed variable. Set Supervisor Region as the grouping variable and Q1 call value as the analyzed variable. Additionally, check the Display Mean box and then click the Statistics button. By default, count and median are set. Leave the median in the first column and set standard deviation in the second column and click OK. Leave the other options unchanged and click OK. As a result of this procedure, we obtained a very similar table graph, but with box plots displayed within the table cells. The charts available in PS IMAGO Pro allow for presenting more information in an attractive form. Importantly, they are relatively intuitive to understand and easy to interpret.